We have amazing season for MISTWEAVER Monk. It's so good, it's fun, and that's two things that matter the most. To be fun to play and to be good and performing. So let's have a look on him, how he's playing in dungeons. Starting with the stats. So about stats, haste is top priority, pump some little haste, 6000, 5000 is at least 5000, 6000 is nice spot. Second favorite stat is our versatility. I should have higher, I'm just a little bit recrafting my gear lately, so definitely versatility could be higher than that. 6000 ideally, I even have trinket for versatility. Still don't have app, because I have a lot of critical from raid, but I am recrafting it soon. But critical is also not bad, it's our third stat in row, and mastery should be as little as possible. Only mastery I have is from shoulder, and I have people on me that is now mastery. I'm not doing anything, so it's not switching. So, haste, versatility is our priority. So all the items ideally want to have haste versa, and what cannot be haste or versa is going to critical strike. Never to mastery. Look, I have almost nothing. We are not healing much through mastery. It will do something, but definitely mastery is not what we are playing on monk. So yeah, once again, haste, priority with versatility, rest to the critical. Then let's check our talents. For MISTWEAVER Monk, you're almost playing all the same thing over and over and over again. It's not like there is this affix, I need to change something, there is that affix, I need to change something. You usually play most of the time exactly the same thing. Few changes you can do on the left tree. I definitely recommend to start with Yulong's Grace, because the order is defensive that you need to click. And from time when you're learning class, you definitely want some defensive that is passive and you don't need to think about. So definitely start with Yulong's Grace, don't think about some diffuse magic. If you go hierarchy, you start pushing, you start to be confident, then go for diffuse magic. On the right side, we have little talent that is a little bit lost. You can choose whatever you like. This is just best choice, so I recommend it. In case there is boosting, you can use Uplifted Spirit. If you have enough critical, this will be reducing cooldown of your revival, and the revival is dispelling everyone, so nice for boosting. Otherwise, this is just Secret Infusion is just very good choice. But if you want to play, this is talent for you. You can try other stuff. If you want exactly these talents, link will be in the description. Let's talk about gameplay, rotation, priorities, whatever you want to call it. So with the MISTWEAVER in the dungeon, it's very important to differentiate, should I heal with damage or should I start like healing, I mean casting heals. It's very important to know how much you can do with the damage. Because when you start healing, it will costing you a huge amount of your mana and you are losing a huge amount of damage. And usually with a casting, you still want to kick here and there and stuff like that. It's fragile balance what exactly to choose, if just casting heals or just damaging. So you need a little bit practice, you need to a little bit get used to it, and pay attention from the start how much you can actually heal from a damage. And you know, oh, I will just keep kicking for 3 seconds and everybody will fall because no damage is coming or I'm healing enough. It just feels weird. You need to kick to heal them, not actually use some big ability. But if you know it will be alright, it will be just alright. It's happening very often that people just start casting and sometimes they're even healing less than they would do with just dealing damage because there is enough target and stuff like that. So let's dig in. Topmost priority, I would say not topmost priority, but like priority 0. It's before you need to start pumping heals and it's spreading your renewal mist. When you actually need to heal right now, some big boost, something like that, of course it's not our top priority because we should use it already. But all the time, we have some time to do, like between bursts of damages, or we are running between packs, so there is nothing else to do. I usually replenishing our renewal mist stacks when we are running to next pack because you have nothing to do. What else you should do? You need to run, so you can even cast some heals. If you want to, you don't have target, you cannot kick and heal through that or do damage. So I just spam some renewing mist. When renewing mist heal target and the target is full, it will jump on some injured target. That's why I never have it on me so long. If you have few of them, they will just instantly swap targets on someone who is hurt. If you don't have 5, of course, then everybody have it, and it start healing some target. So it's very useful ability Other things that is happening with Renew Mist is when target have Renew Mist and you will use your Vivify, all the targets with Renew Mist will get nice big decent heal. Bam, 60,000. It was critical, but still. If you have more targets, it's not splitting between them. So everybody will do critical 60,000, non-critical 30,000. So overall heal is quite decent. Then when you are spreading our Renew Mist, you are getting Chi Harmony. Chi Harmony is our new set pieces, and Chi Harmony is increasing healing taken of that target by 50%. Absolutely massive, absolutely massive. And also for our part of our set piece, then is storing 20% healing to a target, and that will be shared to targets with Renew Mist after it will perish. So after 8 seconds, that heal 20% healing to the target will be released. I have some data from dungeon like Chi Harmony, like 70% overheal, because usually when that finish healing everybody is full, because you are healing loads, but 70% overhealing, another potential or many millions just by Chi Harmony. And this is the healing it's stored. It's not showing healing that it was increased by 50%. That will be absolutely massive number. So Renew is very huge. You are spreading it between damages when you have some free time, no damages coming, but soon it will start, you will prepare it running between packs, and you should keep 1 stacks if somebody should be getting priority healing. So if you have a mechanic like Wake's Manor, there is like Edge that is casting which your single target, or Bleed on the first boss, or Root on the second boss, it's a high priority single target. In that case, you will apply Renew Mist on the target because you save 1 stack, even if the target have already Renew Mist. But if he doesn't have Chi Harmony, then that Renew Mist, just whatever, just replace it, because we want that spicy 50% healing increase. So Renew Mist, think about it, not only some filler, some healing over time effects you should have on them, but also making other mechanics to heal. And not only Vivify is healing when you have Renew Mist on the targets. Also we are using Rising Sun Kick, it's not much, but there is little heal on the target. I don't know where it jumped. I didn't see a number. Let's wait for second use. And Rising Sun Kick. Bam, that was that 6,000, that bump over there. And that 6,000 was a little heal you are getting. 2,000 over here, Rising Mist, and it's exactly 6,000. And everybody who has it when you use Rising Sun Kick will get healed. So if everybody in the group have Renew Mist and you will kick, it will unlock 25,000 healing. Like overall, it won't do much. It's a little help. It's usually overheal, 70% overheal. But it's just another thing that is making your Renew Mist great. So I'm explaining this to you. You don't need to remember all of it, but you should understand to apply Renew Mist is important part of Monk rotation. Even if you don't see, oh, I have Renew Mist, so everybody get healed fast. It's not healing that fast. It's really slow heal, but it's really effective because there's many mechanics that are working with Renew Mist. So overall, Renew Mist is still quite high and a lot. Even with 70% of overhealing, still is decent number. Renew Mist healed. Alright, enough of Renew Mist. Let's get to kicking, doing damage. Before we get to actual damage that will heal, we need to understand how the damage works. We need to enable ourselves to heal through damage. So that means we need to have buff. And buffs, if they're up, we are healing through damage. There are multiple of them. I will be always saying like single target rotation and AoE rotation. It's not actually just single target, but it's just easier to describe it this way. So on single target rotation, Ancient Teachings is the key. Ancient Teachings is making healing from our Rising Sun Kick, from our Blackout Kick, and from our Tiger Spawn. That healing is 100% damage with it, and it's split among injured targets. So it's similar like Shaman, Cloudburst Totem, when only one target is hurt, everybody's 100% is healing only one target. That healing that is happening when there is 5 target hurts is split among all the targets, so everybody will get healed, but a little bit less. That means we are good for AoE and we are also good for topping one target. Of course, when somebody is on 99% health, he's stealing our healing. So good single or 2 targets is only if everybody else is just full. Then we have a second pair of buffs, and these ones are from Jadefire. Don't worry if I say Feline Stomp. Feline Stomp, it was before everything was Feline. Now it's Jadefire. It's still in my memory, it's Feline, so just in case. So we have Jadefire Stomp, and that big green poop on the ground. When we are standing in it, we are getting another buffs. This is great increase of our single target rotation, so we still want to have this for single target rotation anyway. Just increasing targets of our blackout kicks, huge. And most important, when we are healing with AoE rotation is just spamming spinning crane kick, and that's Awakened Jadefire. Awakened Jadefire is making our spinning crane kick to heal 3 nearby allies for 70% of damage. So this one cannot pump more single target or more AoE, is always healing 3 targets, always healing 3 targets. And we are standing in our shiny poop, we have buff, and we can just spin, and you can see our numbers are bumping very nicely, very nicely. So if you're doing pure AoE, you're just spinning, it's enough to just stand in your Feline Stomp, sorry, Jadefire Stomp. If you are doing single target rotation, you want to stand in it, and you want to also Ancient Teachings. Ancient Teachings is more important than standing in our stomp, but our stomp is increasing our damage by a lot. That means it's improving Ancient Teachings. So yeah, on single target you want to have both buffs, stand in it and also Ancient Teachings. Ancient Teachings is on 15 seconds, it doesn't matter where you are standing. On the stomp, buff duration is 8 seconds, but if you refresh, then you stand on it. So if you are standing there while you have duration, is alright. If you leave it, you have 8 seconds. Or if it disappears, you still have 8 seconds. So in Idle World, we are standing in our AoE, and we have Ancient Teachings that we are replacing. Idle replace of our Jadefire Stomp. If when we move away, like tank is moving, we are going to next pick. Of course, if we are not standing, we need to move it, or another reason to recast it. It's still on the ground, but we want to do single target rotation, and Ancient Teachings disappeared. We are getting Ancient Teachings after we use it. So we reuse it to get Ancient Teachings again. Now about damage abilities that we are using. So difference between single target and AoE rotation, I would say 6 targets. Maybe it's more, definitely not less. I was trying other enemies, so at least 6 targets is the cut. And on the 6 targets and more, we are just spinning. Spinning. And we want our blue buff, our Jadefire. That's all we need to do. Very simple. Keep the buff up and keep spinning. If we have some nice renew mist on the targets, it's still worth it to click Rising Sun Kick between some spins, because Rising Sun Kick will extend duration. If you don't have any HOTS on the targets, just keep spinning. But here and there, to just click Rising Sun Kick to extend durations, because it's just ready, just squeeze it over there. So AoE rotation, very simple. Let's go on a single target. So on a single target rotation, we are using a Rising Sun Kick, our Blackout Kick, and Tiger Spam. What is the order of priority with them? Definitely first priority is Rising Sun Kick. It's doing huge damage and is making other mechanics happen. What is Rising Sun Kick doing? Of course, you will kick it, it will do damage. That damage will be nice heal. But with Rising Sun Kick there is more. We have Rising Mist talent. That means we are extending our HOTS on targets, mostly Renew Mist. But we have more, like Enveloping Mist, you can extend that. And it's also healing a little every single target with Renew Mist. That's the one thing. Second thing is, after we use Rising Sun Kick, we will spawn new Renew Mist. It will be short one, but we don't even care about that. We can also extend that Renew Mist, so maybe it's not even short one. But what we care about, after we will create new Renew Mist, that Renew Mist will apply Chi Harmony, and that increase healing take by 50%, and there will be storing 20% of healing, and then sharing it. So absolutely massive Rising Sun King is doing so much. That's why we want to use Rising Sun King as much as possible. But of course there's cooldown. So when we're starting single target rotation, we're starting with Rising Sun King. If we don't have any stacks of teachings of monastery, that's increasing how many times our next blackout kick will be used. If we don't have any stacks, we are using Tiger Spam. After we use Tiger Spam and we are selling in our Jadefire Stomp, we are getting 2 stacks. If we are standing outside, we don't have buff, we have just 1 stack. That's why we want to stand there. So we will get 2 stacks. After we have 2 stacks, we are using Blackout Kick. Blackout Kick will be casted 2 more times, that means 3 uses. And also when we are standing in our buff, it's hitting 2 more targets. That means it's counting as 9 ability uses, as 9 times we click the ability. And every that kick, a 20% chance to reset our Rising Sun Kick. That means 9 times 20% chance, that's quite a huge chance to reset cooldown on our Rising Sun Kick. So then we're just clicking Rising Sun Kick again. So 2 stacks, Blackout Kick, it's reset, bam. Tiger Spam, Blackout Kick, it got reset, bam. Tiger Spam, Blackout Kick, it didn't go reset, again, Tiger Spam, Blackout Kick, and it got reset. So the reset chance is quite huge. If you are fighting only single target, then you can use Tiger Spam twice, and then use Blackout Kick, because it's just single target and you don't have that huge chance to reset Sun Rising Kick. But if you have 2 or 3 more targets, don't use Tiger Spam twice in a row. So you always want to squeeze as many as possible of Rising Sun Kick cast, or rather, kicks. You are not casting. So yep, starting Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Spam to get stacks, Blackout Kick, and when it's reset, it's Rising Sun Kick. When it didn't reset, then we are just casting Tiger Spam and Blackout Kick again. Usually you are getting reset. Now I got unlucky 2 times in a row, but then the cooldown came back. I lost my Ancient Teachings buff. We are using it again. I got reset, Tiger Spam, Blackout Kick, got reset, Tiger Spam, Blackout Kick, got reset, and Ancient Teaching is ending. We can recoup it, Tiger Spam, Blackout Kick, and I got reset. That's what we are doing. Single target, you can do 2 Tiger Spams in a row, but 2 to 5 targets, that's what we are doing. If you have not as many targets, like it's not 40 targets, but it's like 10, it's still worth it to do single target rotation if, only if, there is only 1 target that is taking damage. Because our helicopter, our spinning crane kick, is always killing 3 targets. That means it's not pumping single target as much. Of course, if you have many targets, 30, 40, that is nothing better you can do. Just spin to win. You can have 500,000 health per second, as I have on 4. Next to the dragons, when the little one lives, you can just spin and have 500,000 health per second with that. So it's not happening often, but in the case only Tang is getting damage, it's not as many targets, it's still worth it to do single target rotation, as that healing is shared through all injured targets, and when it's only 1 injured target, it's everything to that target. Usually not happening, but you can think about that a little bit min-max. Doing damage and healing through that, having buffs, and Renew Mist took quite time to explain, but everything is about that. Even other abilities will be mentioning these mechanics over and over and over. So it's very important to understand what is important, what is priority, why you should have all these things prepared. So let's move past our kicking and let's look at other abilities. We already know our top priority is spreading our Renew Mist and kicking, spinning to do some damage, and we are healing through that if we have proper buffs. Next things that we want to keep in mind is our Zen Pulse. Zen Pulse are usually using just for damage, more or less. Target need to be on melee range to do healing, because if nobody's around the target, it will do no healing. It's healing per enemy target hit, and it's exploding around the target. Range is not that huge, so it's usually usable only on melee targets, but it's very strong heal if you have bigger group. I just use it on tank, on cooldown. It's a great way to heal tank. When you have some melee damagers, of course, it's useful for them. If that target have enveloping mist, it will be casted even twice. So often when tank is going to the pack, I'm putting Cocoon on him. He's tanking, Cocoon will take damage, Shield will perish, but then he's getting more damage, but there is enveloping mist on the target. I will cast manually because I'm too slow. Of course, there's nothing attacking me, so shield hold it. And when we have enveloping mist, it will explode twice, and that's really decent damage. This getting deleted because I have overall and we smacked them in this many times. But Zen Pulse is not really healing that much, but it's really doing decent damage. Well, I added probably at least 1 million now, but still 30 million per dungeon. Yeah, as a healer, 30 million damage, that's a very decent number. So think about it, just using on cooldown on tank. It will do very decent healing to tank, and quite decent damage too. Ideally, when tank have enveloping mist, so nice to combine even with the life cocoon. Now, our renew mist and kicking, or rather our damage, is not enough to heal. We are taking another steps. We have two choices what to do here. We can go for our Invoke Gigi, Red Crane, or we can go for our Sheilun's Gift. Sheilun's Gift is instant, then not healing, so if damage was just situational and there is no more Sheilun's Gift, if you know you need to heal during a few more seconds, then Gigi is definitely better choice. But I would say situation overlaps, so just feel free whatever you like more to just use it. But usually we are using the offense, so like Gigi is on cooldown, so we'll use Sheilun. Sheilun is in cooldown, we'll use Gigi. So let's talk about Gigi because much more complex than just Sheilun click. Yeah, this will be longer, but Monk is not hard healer. There is just a lot of mechanics that is happening. So we need to know a lot. There is no problem to understand it. A lot of mechanics, but they are easy to understand. And when you are using that abilities, it's not like you need to keep everything on your mind. You just need to understand it. Why is this so important? Then you are just doing simple rotation. But I really like to explain everything in the guide, so let's dig deep what everything Gigi is doing. When you use it, everybody get nice shield. I think it's 180,000. See shields. Come on, someone. Oh, they immediately ate it. We can check how much shield it got. So it's Celestial Harmony, absorbing 170,000 damage for 10 seconds on 5 targets. So whole group will get some nice shield. That's on its own. To whole dungeon, it will be decent because our cooldown is only 1 minute. Next, what is happening? Every time we will do kick, Gigi will hit 2 targets for 8,000. Yeah, it doesn't sound it's a lot, but it's a lot. Let me explain. Our kick is also our blackout kick. What is doing our blackout kick? When we are standing, we have our Jade Fire buffs. Blackout kick is hitting 2 more targets. So instead of 1, I'm hitting 3 targets. And after we use Tiger Spam, it will be also casted 2 more times. So it's 9 hits. And game counts these 9 hits of blackout kicks as 9 uses of ability. So healing 2 targets, 8,000 of healing is not that much, but healing 2 targets multiplied by 9 per 8,000 each, that's starting to be decent number. And we can pump these 9 hits quite a lot. So we want to also heal without blackout kicks and Tiger Spam. So of course our ancient teachings and Jadefire Stomp buffs should be on. So let's cast it. I like to charge 4 stacks before I use Gigi so I can squeeze more healing. That means I will start immediately not only with 9 hits, but I will be starting with 13 hits. Then I'll click Gigi and blackout kick. Tiger Spam, blackout kick. Tiger Spam, blackout kick. And it's massive AoE healing. Of course, when you have lost your buffs, you need to replace it, and you're just using Tiger Spam and blackout kick. Keep in mind, Tiger Spam is not counting as a hit because it's not kick, it's Tiger Spam. Kicks are spinning, Rising Sun, and Black Oak. So target spam is not healing, but it's improving our healing by a lot because it's increasing how many times we use our Black Oak kick. So that's what we want to spam during GG. But there's another. When we have GG up and we will do some kick, also counted Black Oak kick as 9 hits, so we'll immediately get 3 stacks, because 3 stack is cap, we can get 9. But every stack is decreasing cast time and mana cost of our enveloping mist by 33%. So when we have 3 stacks, our next enveloping mist is free of mana and is instant cast. That means we have another mechanic with GG, when we are just healing with the kicks, that our enveloping mist is instant free of mana. And also, when we cast enveloping mist, there is another. That GG will use breath on 5 targets. That will heal 35,000 over 7 seconds. That's another heal that will happen. And that healing over time effect is also increasing healing taken from you by 10%. So there is another mechanic what GG is doing. So GG is absolutely massive cooldown. There is so much what that cooldown is doing. So now we know what is happening. Let's talk about what we actually want to do with GG. So we want to have buffs up. If you want min-max, you want to prepare at least 2 stacks, ideally 4 stacks of multiple use of Black Oak kick. Then you click GG. Then you are healing, clicking target spam and Black Oak kick. You should use at least once for enveloping mist, because that will increase healing taken and is also free of mana cost and is instant. That will increase healing taken, healing more over time. Also, you can extend that with Rising Sun kick, but you shouldn't use many of them, like 1 during GG to extend that breath. Or you can just recast that breath with another enveloping mist, up to you. And doing that, you are just clicking that target spam and Black Oak kick. If you are fighting only single target, you're not getting that much profit from Black Oak kick because it's not hitting 9 targets, it's hitting just 3 times. So it's also worth to use normal single target rotation with Rising Sun kick. And also it is a little bit more important to use your free cast of enveloping mist to use much more than when we have 3 targets or 2 targets. So when it's single targets, it's much more important to be spreading this enveloping mist, because you won't heal as much through GG, because our Black Oak kick again is hitting 3 times, not 9 times. So it's more important to also using much more enveloping mist. It's free, instant, and squeezing some Rising Sun kick to just extend that enveloping mist, because it's really powerful spell. Alright, our heads are already full, but there are still more. So if we didn't use GG and we need more healing, we are using Sheilun. So with the Sheilun, it's very easy. If we are in combat, doesn't matter, every 4 seconds we are generating one little cloud. You can see it even, you don't need to care about them, it's just visual. And also, you don't need to be near them, it's literally just visual. What it matters is our buffs. That means we are getting stacks of Sheilun's gift, and it's healing some number per every stack you have. So ideally you want to use it on 10 stacks. You can use it with at least, I don't know, 6 stacks at least. Otherwise, when you have just 3 stacks, it's just not worth it to cast it. Just wait a little. But that means 10 stacks will be charging in 40 seconds. The really short cooldown on how much is that ability healing. Let's see how much is that healing. Look, this is just stupid Sheilun. This is 3000 non-critical, 300,000 non-critical. Not increased, but our enveloping mist are increasing our healing by 40%, not improved with our Chi Harmony that's increasing our healing taken on the target by another 50%. So you can do absolutely easily 1 million hits to whole group when you do critical and have healing increase on the targets. Absolutely huge amount. So when you need some panic heal, it still casts, but it's just 1 second cast. This is heal for 5 targets, a huge amount. Click it, that would be nice. And cooldown is so short, just keep using it really often. It's just 40 seconds to full power. It's absolutely a joke. And its mana cost is just 6,000. It's not even like big cooldown. Ooh, like our Essence Font that is healing nothing. 18,000. Absolutely massive. So if our damage is not enough, or our renewal miss and damage, then we are using some Sheilun's gift and GG. And after all of this, after we use even these cooldowns, there's still more to heal. Or in the case we really need to heal just single target, then we are going to our secret raid powers. And it's Soothing Mist plus other abilities. So Soothing Mist is making our Vivify and Enveloping Mist instant on the target that is casting Soothing Mist. That means it's thing to use when we are going to heal single target or heal something more. So how we are starting with it? Ideal single target rotation if you need to pump as much as possible. Let's reset these ones. Maybe we'll see nice numbers. You will first use Renew Mist to get, of course, healing over time. Doesn't matter. What matters is 50% healing increase. After that Renew Mist, you will cast Soothing Mist and cast Enveloping Mist. Of course, nice big heal, but also increasing our healing by 40%. That's 50, then another 40. And then we are just spamming Vivifies to absolutely rise and shine. So, Renew Mist, instant follow of Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist, and absolutely massive blast of numbers. Hitting criticals for 370,000 of instant Vivifies. If you have Renew Mist on other targets, they're getting shared heals from that. So it's not only single target. So, when we need to heal more, we are applying some Enveloping Mist on the targets. Renew Mist should be there. That means when we spamming our Vivify, that means everybody is getting healed. So when we need to heal more and we don't have that cooldowns, or we already use them, then that's what we are doing. We're choosing one target, putting Soothing Mist on them, putting Enveloping Mist instant and spamming Vivifies. Vivifies will heal that target, Vivifies will also share to other targets. And of course, if you want min-max even that single target, then you apply Renew Mist on the targets first. Of course, Renew Mist everybody should have before you need to do these steps. So I can't everybody have it when you are taking these steps, because this is when everybody else failed. Or rather, you need to heal even more than with other mechanics. So for AoE, it's basically the same thing. You are just changing your target a little bit more often. You will choose somebody who is lowest from the group, heal them to full, then choose another target, heal the target to full, and move on. But don't forget to still squeeze at least some Rising Kicks here and there, because Rising Kicks is extending duration of our HUDs. So if you extend duration of Enveloping Mist, and of course your Renew Mist still there, it's really important to just squeeze it over there. And during all of this, we are getting every 10 seconds, we are getting one Vivify. It's not free of mana, but it's instant. So when you have Renew Mist on many targets and you are running between the packs, you don't have targets, or you just need a little bit more healing than just kicking, this will be nice time to click Vivify on lowest target. It will also heal everyone with the Renew Mist. And it's just nice thing to squeeze here and there. It's just instant. Finally, at the end of the priorities rotation, let's talk about it together. So, we want to have Renew Mist, we're applying them, increasing many other mechanics to heal more, so very important to have. And we can keep one stack at least, if some single target healing will be needed, to have just Chi Harmony in the pocket. If you don't need, just use all the charges, just so it's spreading. So, we have Renew Mist, then we are going after our damage. Important to keep our million buffs. And with that, we are choosing single target AoE rotation, and we are healing with damage. When this is not enough, we are going for some instant Vivifies, we are going for some Zen Pulse, good for tanks. And if that is still not enough, we are doing our little cooldowns, that is Sheilun Gift or Chi. Just choose one. Usually Chi is healing for a longer period of time, and Sheilun is instant, then it's not healing anything. So when it's periodic damage, Chi, when it's just big explosion, Sheilun is better choice. But both of them are good choices. And after our little cooldowns failed, then we are just casting our Enveloping Mist and our Soothing Mist and Vivifies, and this is costing us a very huge pile of mana. So this is not how we want to heal. Also, we can do that when we don't have melee target, so there is nothing to kick. But again, that's not what we want to do in dungeons, because it will cost a lot of our mana and a lot of our damage. So we want to avoid it as much as possible. And of course, that's how we heal single target. Then kicking when on the bosses is often single target. And there is not enough targets. Yeah. Just Soothing Mist and Open Mist Vivifies. Maybe Renew Mist to apply G Harmony. Woof. Now a little bit easier part of the guide. Our rest of the cooldowns. There is too many, but they are not so complicated. So, what we have there is Standard Focus Tea. It's improving our next ability. What we want to do with it, we want to cast Renew Mist to increase duration of that Renew Mist even further. And after we use Renew Mist, we also get nice 8% of haste, and we like haste. Sometimes for a little bit more spot healing, we can use that for Enveloping Mist. Enveloping Mist will heal by instant much more. How much it is? It's 75,000 instantly. So this another heal you will get, and it's instant cast. So when somebody needs a little bit more love right now, alright, use it on Enveloping Mist, but most of the time Renew Mist is what you want to use with it. Then we have Life Cocoon. Life Cocoon is not only a huge shield, 800 or 900,000, but also it's applying other hot on the target, so Renew Mist, Enveloping Mist, and with the Renew Mist it's also G Harmony. Absolutely massive. Usually I use it when tank is going to the pack, because usually tanks are suffering from start, because they don't only think about survivability, but to make enough aggro for everything. That means they're sacrificing a little bit survivability to do some initial aggro. That means tanks are most vulnerable when they are running to the pack. That's ideal way to use it. Or of course, when there is some single target damage to save somebody's life, to save some DPS. Yeah, keep it on that. Or just spam it on tank when he's going to the pack. And then you can combine that Enveloping Mist with nice Zen Pulse for huge damage. So we talk about GG in priorities. I will keep it there. Sheilun basically too. Then we have our Revival, our huge cooldown, 3-minute cooldown. It's similar use as Sheilun Gift. It's healing less, but it's instant. And it's really important, it's dispelling all the targets. It's not only magic dispel, so not only like mass dispel, but it's also dispelling all the poisons and all the diseases. So not only dispelling magic. So bursting, yes, you can do that with bursting. So think about that ability also, very good for dispelling. And our shiny boy, I keep it between the cooldowns, and it's our mana tea. In the dungeons, we don't have that many problems with mana, because we have our shiny mana tea. We don't use life cycles as in raid, because of course dungeons is much easier for mana sustain. Instead of that, we are using energizing brew. That means we are drinking much faster and it's giving much more mana. So same as in raid, if you are healing loads, ideally before you are healing single target, because that's costing a lot of mana when you're casting Soothing Mist plus, Enveloping Mist plus, Vivify spam. So drink before that to get the 30% mana cause a reduce buff. But mostly just drink between the packs when you're running to new one, just to replenish your mana. If you have 20 stacks, there is no reason to not drink. You really should drink before you get 20 stacks to just keep your mana high. So just keep drinking if you don't want to think about it. If you don't have full mana and you have 20 stacks, drinks. If you don't have full mana and you have some stack, drink. Just keep drinking. And then later you will realize, ooh, maybe if I plan it like this would be better. But basically just keep drinking, don't forget about it. A lot of people from start on Monk that are forgetting about mana tea and then are thinking, this class is a little bit mana heavy. Why I don't have mana? It's tea. Just drink tea. You will be good. Alright. On end of the guide, I'm talking about damage. But in this case, we are playing Monk and we are healing with damage. So damage is done and you should know everything you should need to play decently this shiny little Monk boy. Because this season is definitely Monk season. So there is one more thing, if you want this guide in the text, because it's better for you, or you want to just check some details when you are just learning the class, it's much easier to find it in text than just scrolling through a video. So I have exactly the same guide in text on my Discord. So just find it there. And thank you for watching. Think about liking and subscribing, it's helping me a lot, and goodbye.